if you are like me and you are getting into, first getting into your proper gaming, if you're at that age where you think like, you know what, I want to do some games with some story, get the story done, get my gaming experience up. Most chances are you're probably going to be either on a console, being Xbox or PlayStation. Me, when I first started, my first proper experiencing with getting into games was on the original Xbox with Halo Combat Evolved. But my first original, when I actually started playing, was actually on the PlayStation 1 with the most amazing sound startup, whatever you want to call it, that I think has been in games. Like, as soon as you hear it, instant childhood nostalgia. Now, with this game, with this console came a lot of different games. You had Spyro, Gran Turismo, all the legend classics. One of them being GTA 1. Now, this is not like the GTA that you know today. This GTA was an eye-in-the-sky version, very pixeled. You couldn't really do much. You could burp and fart, but it was essentially GTA. Nonetheless, stealing cars, hitting run-ins, and completing missions. And obviously, it goes on from there. So if at this point in time you yourself are you want to start getting into some story modes of games, likelihood is you're probably going to be doing GTA 5. Now, again, also, if you're like me and you're only just starting out, you're probably not going to have access to online, which I didn't do. I didn't have access to online until I was about my halfway through my first year of college. I didn't have online until then. I was quite happy going through stories, doing single player, on my lonesome, quite simple. Now you're probably thinking, oh wow, that's boring with all the new stuff getting put into the games. Yes, you may think that is, boring with new vehicles, new clothes, new missions and whatnot. But there are some things, when it comes to GTA 5 especially, that are what I like to call single player exclusive. And these are things that will only happen in single player because the game doesn't have to struggle with trying to work around a single lobby with 30 people in it. It can focus all its power and graphics and strength onto you, which means it can do a lot more, along with various other things that have nothing to do with, they've got nothing to do with graphics. They're just in single player and not in multiplayer. What is up, everyone? My name is ACsWolffmen, and I'm going to be talking to you about some things that are within GTA 5 but not GTA Online. Now, first thing we're going to talk about is the traffic itself. In GTA Online, if you've been playing it for however long it's been out, you will notice, or you probably won't notice if you don't do the story mode very often, but if you do, you will notice that the traffic is very thin in online. This probably has something to do with, like I said, the map and the game having to load the environment around 30 other people all across the world. Single player, however, the traffic is, it's quite dense. It's proper traffic. It's actually how Los Angeles traffic is. It's what you would expect it to be. Quite busy, and it gives it a bit more of a role-playing feel if that's what you're going to be into. If you're going to be doing single player, you're going to be doing, just going around. If you just like driving, that's what you're going to do. But the traffic is, I'd say the traffic is better because it's more dense. There's more going on. Environment-wise, there's more cop chases with random NPCs. Like, you could be walking out of a shop and all of a sudden there could be a gun chase going right on in front of you. Another thing is Vehicles. Now, obviously, with the GTA 5 on 360 and PS3, there were, you know, the standard vehicles that would just be on the map. The next gen, Xbox One and PS4, they added some vehicles from GTA Online into the game. So there was the Jester that was originally online for 360, but next gen put it into mode, along with some other like SUVs and bits like that, and some motorcycles as well. I believe some of them got put into there as well. However, now you can get some of these on online, but again, if you're not going straight into online, then you're going to want to know this. There are some vehicles that do spawn on the map in the exact same places, so you don't have to go around scouring for them, that are fully customized and modded and everything. These are only cosmetics, customizations, so only spoilers and bumpers. There's no engine upgrades or brake upgrades. It's all visual upgrades done on cars. Some of them will spawn in the same place looking exactly the same, but some of them will either change vehicle or change colours. So it may be the same vehicle but a different colour, or it may be a completely different car altogether than the last time you saw. I will leave on the screen locations of, I don't know if there's any more, but these are the ones that I've just come across, like just randomly. I will put on the screen these different cars, where they actually are, where they spawn. This is where they're always going to spawn, along with a Duke of Death, which is also from, actually not from the 360 version, but from the next gen version, or the current gen, like I say, being with Series X and PS5. The current gen of GTA 5 when it was added. Excuse me. The other thing, or another thing, is properties. Now, you can do properties in GTA Online, yes. However, those properties do not require a tow truck, because for some reason there is no tow truck in existence in GTA Online. Why this is, I don't know. But yes, you can own a towing company, which I think is pretty cool for the role-playing aspect, but it is still pretty fun getting into a tow truck, doing some towing. You've also got taxi service, which again, GTA Online, there are no taxis unless you call them, and you can only call them if you actually know the phone number and put it in your phone. You do not, like, first time jumping into online, you do not have the taxi number in your phone. You don't even have the police number in your phone. You've got to put that in. You've got to put 911 in for that to get spawned into your phone. But yeah, taxi service you can have. You can also own cinemas as Michael. Yeah, you can't do much with them, but this is probably something you want to do at the end of the game once you've finished the entire game, gotten the amount of money that you can get, because the cinemas are very expensive. Spoiler, there is no unlimited money cheat. GTA 5 doesn't have it. All the other ones did. For some reason, GTA 5 does not have a money cheat, so you have to complete the game if you want millions of dollars. But, I mean, in general, GTA 5 single player is kind of its own game in terms of quality and content. Another thing, just remembered it, the weather. Now, GTA Online, for some reason, only on PC, you can only get thunder, heavy rain, and night all at once. You can only get that on PC, because for some reason those weather combinations are very, I don't know, they're very complex, I think. I'm not too sure why, but the consoles will never have nighttime, rain and thunder all at once. GTA single, GTA 5 will. You can have thunder, rain and that lot all at once, and it doesn't do anything with your game. Mainly because there is a mission where you are as Trevor, and it forces this weather, regardless of the weather, it forces this weather on the moment you start the mission. So that's the weather you've got, and it's nighttime, it's lightning, and it's thunder. So, but those are just, just a few reasons. I'm not going to go through every single one because I'm sure there's like tens of 20s. I don't want to say hundreds because there probably isn't. But there's probably quite a few of why GTA 5 is in some ways better than GTA Online. But the main reason, the main big reason why GTA 5 is so much better than GTA Online. You don't have to worry about losing connection with a single player server. Do you know why? It's because single player doesn't have a server. Okay? Single player, you ain't got to worry about people on broomsticks blowing you up. You ain't got to worry about that. If you don't understand what a broomstick is, you don't understand GTA 5 Online. You haven't been on it clearly. So, if you do get online, you will know what a broomstick is. A lot of people talk about them. A lot of people hate them. A lot of people, including myself, who have them, are lovely. We're lovely people, some of us. We're just using it as a mode of transport most of the time, just because it's quick. That's literally it. It's easy to spawn, and it's quick, and, it flies. Mode of transport, that's all it is. But, there's some people out there dressed in all black, bloody combat helmets with night vision on during the day, or thermal, whatever the heck it's called. Yeah, they ruin it. So I'd say if you're gonna start GTA Online, start with an invite only. Just so you don't get the fun completely ruined straight away. Because trust me, you're probably gonna have the fun ruined straight away if you don't do an invite only. Just to get a feel of the game. And again, you ain't gotta worry about losing connection so much because the game is literally yours. Invite only or solo session, the game is yours. You are not getting distracted, you're not getting disturbed. Anyway, that was that. Wasn't really sure why I did this video. It's just I've been doing GTA 5 for a while, and a few days ago, I 100%ed completely GTA 5 in a span of probably about 3 days. That's with not being able to play constantly all day. I probably could have done it quicker, but whatever. But yeah, that was, if you're starting out gaming, you're going to do GTA 5, just a few little things you want to look out for. So, if this video was helpful, please obviously do leave a like, leave a comment of what your most nostalgic things are, or most nostalgic memories are from GTA 5 or any other GTA game. Or maybe if you started out on the PlayStation 1 like me, what's your most memorable game that you ever played? Mine was probably a mix of Gran Turismo and Spyro, probably. Midnight Club with PS2. Gran Turismo and Spyro, probably. Those are my probably two favourite ones to do. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did, comment your thoughts and whatever, and obviously subscribe if you're new. And I will be doing a special gameplay walkthrough, even though a lot of people have already done it already, but this is going to be mainly my benefit, just because I want to. Special gameplay coming soon, hopefully, and I will see you then with a trailer for it. I will do a trailer for it. But yeah, hopefully like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.
He's surrounded by morons.
We can't repo the assets of a dead man, big sitting cheap asshole.
And then there's Trevor. The less said about him, the better. Introducing 3 lead characters transforms both the narrative into one interwoven story and the structure of individual missions. Players can cut between vantage points.
Yeah, I can use a little backup here.
And from one high-octane moment to another.
I got you. He's got support! Get us out of here! Roger that!
This helps to give missions new levels of diversity and intensity.
Damn.
When not on a mission, the use of 3 lead characters also allow for a touch of voyeurism, as you can drop in at any moment and find out what your new friends have been up to as they go about their days.
Jeez, Pop,
too much more of that and maybe I won't be dead by 35.
Hey, officer, give it up! This is getting way out of hand!
The world is not only huge, it's packed with a vast array of things to see and do. Cars to customize, planes to fly, clothes to buy, sports to play, nirvanas to pursue, oceans to dive, animals to spot, hunt, and be hunted by, freaks to watch, meet, and befriend,
Now get the hell out of here!
bounties to hunt, and on and on.
How have you been?
Oh, simply wonderful. And you?
Somewhere stuck between joyful and peachy.
There's also been a huge focus on mechanics in the game to make every aspect as fun and fluid as it is broad. Everything from driving and shooting to tennis and bike riding feels fun and responsive. However, alongside all of this leisure, people also have to take care of business. For all their pretensions, these men are dangerous thieves.
It's an industrial area, right? So I'm thinking vehicles. Trash truck to block, tow truck to sack.
To survive, they have to set up and pull off a series of increasingly audacious heists.
Gentlemen, some plans for your attention.
The player sets these up themselves, then decides how they execute them and with whom.
There's two ways I see of doing this. We go in smart, let's go. Or we go in loud and dumb. Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, this is your moment! Please don't make me ruin all the great work your plastic surgeons have been doing.
After the take is divided, you decide what to spend your money on. Anything from sensible investments like tattoos and fast cars, to risky ventures like stocks and Los Santos real estate. And then there's Grand Theft Auto Online, which we will show you properly soon. With Grand Theft Auto Online, Rockstar Games is looking to bring the heart of the Grand Theft Auto experience to a living online world with multiple players. Just what you choose to do in that world is up to you. The game combines a persistent and continually expanding world full of personalities.
Welcome to paradise. Oh, that was awkward.
With a wide array of redesigned mechanics. And a huge range of both structured and unstructured activities for you to do. After you fly into Los Santos, you're introduced to the world and its many opportunities for earning and spending money.
You need to better representate yourself, you know what I'm talking about?
Having fun, and getting into trouble. You can run around on your own, making friends and enemies. Or band together and form a crew. Then tackle a heist, rob a liquor store, or compete in classic online modes. Or do much more besides. Complete any job, and you'll make money and earn reputation. Then you can spend petty cash customizing your character, their outfit, weapon of choice, or favorite vehicle. As you make some real money, maybe you can buy an apartment, so friends can stop by and hang out. Or buy a garage, fill it with custom vehicles, and then take them racing by land, air, and sea. Or simply cruise around showing off. Everything you do helps you progress through the world, introducing you to new characters.
Now keep your mouth shut about it, you hear?
New missions, rewards, and almost limitless opportunities. Rockstar will be constantly developing more content for you to enjoy, but you'll also be able to design your own races and death matches using the content creator. Then you can share them with friends and the world. Or try ones other people have made. Grand Theft Auto Online brings the freedom of the Grand Theft Auto experience to multiple players in a dynamic, shared world.
A few weeks ago, I was happily sulking by my swimming pool. What do you want?
Just came by to see if there's something I can help you with.
I'm retired. My psychotic best friend shows up out of nowhere
Nobody tells me what I want!
to torture me over mistakes I made over a decade ago. You back in the game? I guess.
Yes! Woo! Welcome back, man!
We're all professionals. We all know the score.
This is legit business.
401ks, tax returns, and all.
We're gonna move quick, and we're gonna keep cool.
My job, my score, get your own!
You are alone, you pathetic psychopath!
Suppose a group hug's out of the question?
Grand Theft Auto 5, coming September 17th. Rated M for mature.